Today we're going to be breaking down the trailer for The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 3. Now, I'm not going to make a trailer breakdown for every single episode of The Walking Dead. I'm only going to really do it when I think there's something to really break down, when there are questions that you might have. Sometimes the trailers can be really self-explanatory, but if there's some hidden shots in it, or maybe some things you might have questions about, then I'm 100% going to make a video about it. And that's the same with my honest reviews as well, because of how frequent The Walking Dead is. I'm not going to make a review for every single episode. I'm going to do one for the premieres, the mid-season finales, and the finales, and other key episodes where something will happen, like something big will happen. And the trailer for episode 3 is one of those things I feel like I've got to break down, because there's so many things that happen. Some things you can kind of understand yourself, of course, but there's some things that are hidden within it that will lead to some major scenes and some major storylines I'm pretty sure we've all been waiting to see for a long time. The scenes we saw on the official main trailer for Season 10, with Gabriel, Negan, and Aaron, they are going to be in this episode. And so one of the storylines we're going to see in this episode is Aaron and Negan. Of course, Aaron having a massive grudge towards Negan, and Negan being funny the whole time. I really didn't like Aaron in the premiere. I thought it was quite cringy, but I think this is going to be a perfect opportunity for him to really show that he's not what he was when we first saw him anymore. This will be the perfect example of how he's changed. But the first shot we see in this trailer for episode 3 is Gamma walking towards the gates of Alexandria, and of course Daryl and Michonne being there to confront her. I won't lie, it does hurt to think that that could be rigged, but I won't go into that. But Gamma is here to almost arrange a meeting with the Alexandrians. She tells Michonne and Daryl to meet them at the border and wait. But it's interesting because when Daryl asks her, wait for what, Gamma says, for her. She doesn't say Alpha. And considering she was promoted to almost third in command as Gamma, if Gamma was as committed as she appeared to Alpha, then wouldn't she have said to wait for Alpha? It's definitely clear she doesn't have the same amount of honor or committance to Alpha as much as Beta, and I think Beta sees that. And so if Alpha really is the one to get killed to start the Whisperer War like the comics, expect Beta to almost question Gamma over what she did to fix that. If Alpha dies, Gamma isn't going to care nearly enough as much as Beta. I don't see Gamma staying loyal, especially if there's another opportunity to switch sides. And think about all the sacrifices that Alpha has made all of the Whisperers make, like with Gamma's sister's baby, with Gamma saving herself by almost sacrificing her own sister to show respect and loyalty towards Alpha. When they find out Lydia is still alive, they're gonna find that Alpha hasn't made the same sacrifices. And so whilst Beta is completely committed to Alpha, I wouldn't put it past Gamma to almost lead a mini revolution within the Whisperers against Alpha's leadership. Now the next shot is really weird because all of a sudden the stray highwaymen are now a factor again. After 2 episodes set at Alexandria, all of a sudden they've popped up again and they're a thing still. Of course in episode 15 of season 9, the Pikes, they lost their main leaders, Ozzy the main big leader and Alec their second in command. They died and now the highwaymen have no leader, and so now they're coming up and saying they want justice, they want to kill the Whisperers. So if you were wondering where they are, they've pretty much just been at Alexandria still, we just haven't seen them at all. They've just been brought into the story to join the amount of characters that want revenge on the Whisperers, which I think Ezekiel and Alden would probably join that. I always said Ezekiel and Alden would do that. It wouldn't really be a betrayal, it would just be a mini revolution to fight against what the main leadership wants. Of course, having lost Henry and Enid, and when Ezekiel lost Henry, it kind of led to him breaking up with Carol, which of course was the start of his life being very close to ruin. He's lost the kingdom, Carol, Henry, his other son before then. And since Henry died, I've even more so thought Ezekiel would too. Although the parts you've seen of Ezekiel in season 10, he hasn't shown any distaste towards Daryl like he suggested in the season 9 finale. I do think if any opportunity passed Ezekiel to get revenge on the Whisperers, he would take it, and so he'd probably join whatever death mission the stray highwaymen put themselves on. But in this shot, they're having one of their hall meetings of Alexandria, and the highwaymen are protesting Michonne's decision not to fight. She has of course announced that they're going to meet the Whisperers at the border, and she's saying they just want to talk. But the highwaymen, and I'm pretty sure 90% of the other characters who lost someone to the Pikes, want to fight back. And it's nice to see that Ron's back from season 6. I thought he didn't make it out of No Way Out, but it appears he did. He's here, he's part of the highwaymen now. He didn't die. But of course they go and meet the Whisperers, and I think this is at the very start of the episode, because the rest of the episode is most likely going to be all of the other characters protecting Alexandria, breaking up the herd that Alpha sends. That's why in the trailer when you hear Alpha say you better run, it's because she's just given the go-ahead on sending a big herd to Alexandria. And so some characters will be staying at Alexandria to fight off the herd that's directing to them, and some characters will be sent out to stop it from getting any further. Now we saw in the season 10 trailer that Negan and Aaron will be sent pans out. So whilst they're going to be out dealing with that part of the herd, people will be staying at Alexandria. Now I think the most important and interesting thing to talk about is the scenes with Carol. This is said to be mainly a Carol episode. Carol's scenes are said to bring out her character a bit more, and although we're going to be getting these scenes with Aaron and Negan, we're supposedly going to get some quite scary scenes with Carol. Now, we actually saw this shot in the main trailer for Season 10 as well. She's entering this room and there's a single whisperer just standing there. What could the meaning behind that be? Well, I think this is a trap for Carol. Will Carol end up falling for this trap? Will she get hurt? No, she's Carol, and I don't say that because the character's massively strong, I say that because the writing just won't allow that. I think it's interesting that Carol is the one to enter this room out of all the other characters. I think it's clear that Alpha wants Carol to be the one trapped because Alpha knows that Carol is the biggest threat to her. Now, will Carol even be the one to kill Alpha in the end? I don't actually think it will be. I think it will be Negan. At this point, I think the whole thing with Carol being angry towards Alpha and of course wanting revenge is just a distraction. We're all going to think that Carol is destined to kill Alpha because of Henry's death, but really, I don't think it will be. I think Angela Kang really will have it so that Negan kills Alpha. I really just don't see Carol doing it anymore. I mean, she's having this big build up to have something to do with it, and we've always said that. Of course, the best way for Negan to redeem himself to Daryl, which is his most important thing I think right now on the show, is to do something that big for Carol. But then again, is that Negan starting something? Knowing Daryl, would he see that as a positive action, or would he just see that as Negan antagonizing the other side, being chaotic and reckless and costing the survivors more deaths? Which of course we know the Whisperer War will do that, but maybe this is what they need. I do think this show's going to do it massively different, and I do think if Negan did kill Alpha, with Daryl in the show, I don't know if they'd see that as a good deed. I mean, we did see that shot of Daryl punching someone in the trailer, which at first I assumed would be Negan, then I said Dante. But that wouldn't make sense for it to be Dante now. In fact, it doesn't look anything like Dante. And of course, Alpha wouldn't even die in the first part of the season, so it's almost useless looking at the trailer for clues about who's going to kill Alpha. But either way, knowing how much grudge Daryl holds against Negan, it's really interesting to think about. But on the top right of your screen, you want to see an eye icon. Just click or tap on that and you can vote in the poll. I've asked you this so many times now, but finally, who do you think is going to kill Alpha? Or of course Beta, it could be switched up easily. Do you think it's going to be Negan, or do you think it's going to end up to just be Carol like it's been suggested? Or maybe you're thinking someone completely different. Make sure to let me know in the poll, and of course don't just vote in the poll, make sure you also comment down below what you think. Let other people see what you have to say, maybe you're right. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button. It supports me and will get this video more seen. And of course, it will tell me you want to see more videos like this one. And of course, if you did enjoy it, make sure to check out my other videos that might be for you too. Of course, the other day we completely broke down the fate of Ezekiel and breaking down the 100% #1 theory on if he could die. And this isn't confirmed, so it's not really spoiling anything, but let's just say it's not looking good for Ezekiel. Make sure you go and check that one out if you're interested. And of course, make sure to check out my third Q&A. It's my official Q&A before Season 10 started. Of course, it's a facecam video, and we talk about Ezekiel's big secret. Talking about how Michonne will really leave the show and the darker sides of Rick Grimes and the CRM. So make sure to go and check that one out if you're interested. And lastly, if you want to see my official full honest review for El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, then that will also be on the top right of your screen as well. We completely break down the movie, we talk about the goods, the bad, and overall we just give it a rating out of 10. So if you've watched El Camino and were disappointed, or maybe you really loved it but just want to see another point of view, then I really recommend this video. That will be on the top right of your screen as well. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, it means a lot. And I'd just like to say, from now, there's going to be some very different videos. I assume if you made it this far, you've probably seen my videos before, you've been subscribed for a while, or maybe you're new. Either way, from now, things are going to get a bit different. More different than they've ever been before. More than just doing my usual format, but with facecam. I'm going to have whole videos talking about different stuff, and it's still, even then, related to The Walking Dead. I'll always make The Walking Dead videos, but we're gonna slowly but surely, seamlessly branch out. It's very fresh, very new, but whether it's good or not, I think I'm gonna leave that up to you, the viewers, to decide that. Most of you really enjoyed and loved the new format, and by the way, that will be back with the facecam, but YouTube tends to take the quality out of a video. It could be 4K, YouTube will take a bit of the quality off, and even then, I'm using a webcam for those videos. So until I upgrade, I probably won't use it that much until then, but that will just be in a few days anyway. But these new video ideas aren't even new formats, they're just completely new breeds of video, and they will be coming out within the next few days, so just look out for them. Of course, I'll keep you updated on my community wall. Of course, make sure you subscribe so you're the first to hear about The Walking Dead. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.